Hello and welcome to another I Draw, You Watch, the weekly show where I draw and because I'm drawing your what is let's move on. I have got a fuckload of topics to talk about this week, but most of them are old because I was meant to do them last week and I didn't because of reasons. Mainly because I didn't have time to record anything last week at all. And this week I'm just about squeezing it in on under the Wednesday deadline. So apologies if you were waiting for this morning. I don't think you were because I haven't got that many fucking subscribers. I'll try and talk a little bit about this. This is one of those jokes where it wouldn't be out of place if it was followed by a ba-dum bum because it's one of those, not corny. What's the word? They're like it's like a dad joke, which is what I'm good at because I'm a dad. I'm not a dad. I don't know what. Oh fucking wee! We're off topic. We're losing it, but it's fine. So yeah, sketching's underway. In this one, it's one of those jokes where it's just basically two talking heads, and I could quite easily have just done their faces close up and bing bang bosh. But the reason I recorded it was because I have drawn them completing an activity, or at least I've got Warren completing an activity, and it's always more interesting to draw them doing something. So I always try to come up with something that they're doing, even if it's just moving around a room or sitting and watching something, or rather than just two people standing face to face at a 45-degree angle to each other. It might be easy to draw and quick to draw that way, but it's less interesting, especially if you get a panel of them a week, like a week's worth of those strips. You can get bored easily. So this one is the one I drew where Warren is doing some sewing, which is just such a weird thing that you wouldn't expect them to do. So and the panel 3 sells it. That's the joke for me in this one, the visual aspect of it. The actual words are just throwaway. Okay, let's get on to some news. Right, what have I got first at the top? Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8. I've been watching videos of Mario Kart 8 on YouTube, and it looks excellent. It looks so much fun. They're starting to announce the bundles that are going to come out for the Wii U bundles that are going to come out for Mario Kart 8. Yeah, it looks so much fun. Like, Mario Kart games have always been brilliant. Like I remember the very first Mario Kart game. I didn't have a Super Nintendo back when Super Nintendo was cool. I had a Mega Drive, and I was in the Mega Drive's awesome camp. When in fact the Super Nintendo was a little bit better, but it didn't have certain games, and certain games just didn't port across very well. Most famously, Aladdin. Disney's Aladdin on the Super Nintendo is fucking awful. Compared to the Mega Drive version, that was one of the things they got completely right. And like Streets of Rage 2 and stuff like that, they're brilliant games. Sonic's, I was always a big Sonic fan. But yeah, I remember my friend Sam got the Super Nintendo Mario Kart, the original, and we must have spent days of our lives, more time playing that game than many games before or since. And one of the main reasons was you could complete the game, the main tasks of the game, the competitions, 2-player. So it wasn't just a competitive race and then you could do that. I mean, the battle modes were cool. We used to play a lot of them. But yeah, doing the actual full-on tournaments, but 2-player, and then trying to help each other out toward the end. Yeah, it was excellent. It was great. I don't think we ever did 150cc Rainbow Road. I think that was the one thing we could never ever do. Should probably revisit that. See if we can do it now. Probably not, because my skill back then was probably a lot better than it is now. I'm getting old. I can't play games as much. So yeah, it's exciting, Mario Kart 8, and it's nostalgic and it looks awesome, and I'm sure it'll be a ton of fun. But the fact that it's, you know, a Nintendo game and it'll only be out on the Nintendo system, and I can't see myself getting a Wii U ever, really. I mean, what are the games that are out on it, like exclusively, that anyone really wants to play? There's not many. There's like a Zelda, a Mario, and there are Mario Kart. I mean, all the others are basically, you know, 10 a penny throwaways, similar to games that they've released in the past. So, am I going to spend hundreds of pounds on a console that I'm not going to play any games on? No, I'm not. And it's just a shame, because Mario Kart 8 would be a fantastic game, and I'd love to see it on another console, or on a PC, or, you know, something that I could play it on. But I don't think it's going to happen. It's just, it sort of made me realise that I'm going to miss out on that because of not having a Wii U. And I don't know anyone who's got a Wii U, not even someone who's bought one as a casual gamer. Whereas like a lot of my friends had Wii's. I mean, everyone had a Wii, didn't they? Because they were 10 a penny. Said that twice now. Don't know why. Don't know why it's got into my fucking head, that stupid saying. What else have I got? Have you seen the video for the Windows Phone? If you're watching if you're reading the strips and you read them, the most up to date you can get. The last two strips I've done about the Windows Phone and Cortana, the new Siri. Basically, it's the Windows Phone version of Siri. Well, there's the video for the announcement of it is it's on YouTube. I'll just see if I can put a link underneath for all of the things that I mentioned. Mario Kart 8, you can just type Mario Kart 8 in, but I mean, you could type. I'll just put the links in. Fucking just get on with it. It's basically a demonstration of Cortana, and it's done by this fucking emo Microsoft rep called Joe Belfiore, which sounds a little bit like the geezer who presents Diners, Drive-Ins and Dives, but it's not. Yeah, and he does look like he's a proper emo guy, and I think he thinks that Cortana is his girlfriend, because he's a bit it gets a bit creepy weird when he's, you know, chatting away to her and really talking her up, like, you know, he's trying to impress everyone, and it's just a bit weird. But when I started watching it and seeing how basically Cortana will keep a notepad of all the stuff that you do, much like TiVo used to do in America when they had the first TiVo boxes. They would see what you liked and then start recording stuff for you based on what you watched, thinking that it knew you. Knowed you? Great grammar. Thinking that it knew you. Now, that's all well and good, and it's, you know, it's cool and it's thing, but what you're doing is you're introducing artificial intelligences now that are starting to think for themselves, and that's Skynet, and we all know what happened there. And if you don't, then you are to hand in your nerd license immediately and proceed to the nearest Abercrombie and Fitch store. I don't know why I said that, because that's like an American store. You go to your nearest fucking Lacoste store and get yourself a polo and some kickers and go and join the cool kids, because this is Nerd Zone when we talk about Terminator. So yeah, bit weird, but yeah, check out the video. It's funny to watch, and yeah, and the strips I've done this week are basically based on that. The next thing all I've written is Facebook is shit. I think I know why I wrote it, but I'm going to just ramble on about Facebook for a minute. Facebook has turned into a wall of advertising. It's just a jumbled wall of GIFs and videos, and I can't complain, because Snap Controller's got a Facebook page, and all that comes up on it is that today's strip, today's video, tomorrow's video, the video about today's strip, and, you know, but I've linked it to my Twitter account now, so any random tweet that I make goes to the Facebook page as well. So, you know, I don't get many comments through Facebook about, you know, Twitter. I get you know, more, but still not as many as I'd like, because I'm on Twitter all the time, so I could interact with people on there fucking till the cows come home. But that's a true saying. For all those people who haven't heard it, till the cows come home. Don't know where it came from. I could do that till the cows come home. Where did the cows go? Where did they go all this time that you were talking for ages? No one knows. Cows, man. They're the new Skynet. But now, yeah, if you go to my normal Facebook wall, it's just chain letters that people are sharing. That are effectively chain letters. Like some of them are GIFs or pictures or videos or whatever, but it's just people posting this shit. If I wanted to see videos, I'd go to YouTube or Vine. I don't need to see them on my Facebook page. My Facebook page used to be my social network for my actual friends. So I'd have all my friends on there, and then they'd make a comment about, you know, their work day or whatever, and you chat with them, just back and forwards comments. But now it's all fucking videos and shit that people just keep sharing, and there's no actual interaction anymore. Which is why I much prefer Twitter, because Twitter is like, bang, that's a thought I had right then, and then someone replies and you reply, and then the conversation is kept neatly, and it's not, you know, endless rambling nonsense, and it's not filled up with adverts, and it's not filled up with. I just hate Facebook. I think Facebook has just gone to toilet. And if Twitter goes to toilet, then I hope someone develops an app called like Spitter. Or you know, or whatever, and it's just old Twitter. That would be cool. If people just keep on top of it, just keep me at the Twitter as it is now, in case Twitter decide to go nuts and go all Mark Zuckerberg on us and create absolute nonsense. I've got so much better at drawing hands, haven't I? All different types of hand positioning on this one, holding needle and thread and thing. I was going to do a tutorial on hands, and not a tutorial like this is how you draw a hand, because I've been to art college and I know exactly how to draw hands. Just the stuff I've picked up that makes it easier to draw a hand. You'd be surprised. There's some just weird stuff, like if you have the palm of a hand, like if you look at the palm of your hand, it's not a square. It's, if you drew it, it would be drawn more like a lopsided pentagon. Yeah, and you know, just stuff like that. That was actually one I saw for a Jim Lee tutorial thing that he did when he was talking about hands. But the simplest thing, like when you're drawing a hand in whatever pose you want to do it, start with the little finger side first. You might think start with the thumb because that's but don't. Start the other side and work your way towards the thumb, and it just, everything falls into place so much easier. It's amazing how something as simple as that can increase your productivity no end, especially when you're bad at drawing things like that, like hands. Women is the thing I'm trying to get better at now, basically because it's hard to draw anatomy that you've never really drawn before. Because of what reason? What am I going to stay up and try and draw boobs? Well, you know, whatever. I was young. I've got this written down. Titanfall pushback reeks of it's gonna be shit. So get the Xbox One. Oh no. What? Titanfall? Anyway, what I meant was. So what I've wrote down is exactly what I always wrote down. A load of nonsense, and I have to fucking work it out like I'm Professor Layton. That's what this is exactly what my notes are all the time. Okay, I make notes, and then I open them up, and it's like a little Professor Layton puzzle where I have to fucking rework how my mind was when I actually jotted down that note. Some of the notes on strip ideas, I'm going to go to that now. Right, these are the notes I've got for strip ideas for upcoming strips. Right, Lawrence TV quiz throws high five. Go on. Where? Right, here's the next one. Weber Cup Skittles. Weber Cup Skittles. Here we go. Javelin masturbation. These are things. These are strip ideas that I have written down. I think I did a comic once, didn't I? A couple of years, like a year ago maybe, where it was about the notes that I take, and it hasn't got any better. I don't take any better. I write things down, and it's just nonsense. So anyway, this Titanfall thing, Titanfall kept getting pushed back on the Xbox 360, and everyone kept saying, "Oh, maybe the 360 version's really bad, and maybe the 360 version's like broken, and that's why they don't want to show us any screenshots of it." No, what they didn't want to do is show you the screenshots of the 360 version. Everyone go, "Oh, it looks just the same as the Xbox One version." Oh, I'll wait for that one then. What they wanted to do is people go, "Oh, it's gonna be shit. I'm gonna go and get an Xbox One," because they know that they've got nothing else coming, and this was their big gamble to try and catch up with Sony, and it hasn't worked because Sony have sold to households, so actually to the customer, over five, probably nearer 6 million now, 6 million units to customers. Xbox One have shipped 3 million. Shipped. That means they've sent them out to retailers. How many of them have sold? Who knows? Not 6 million if they've only shipped 3. Do you know what I mean? So this was their big gamble, you know, and it's not paid off because obviously they've not caught up, and now Titanfall's out on the 360 and everyone's going, "Oh man, the 360 version's just as good, so I'm just going to play that." For me, bottom line, don't really like the game. I know everyone's gone arse shit crazy about it, but I played it for a bit, and I haven't played it a lot. I played it for a bit, and I'm like, well, yeah, I get it. It's mechs, and they move a lot better than a lot of other mech games, but I mean, I'd rather play Chrome Hounds. I was a big fan of Chrome Hounds when that came out, with the whole world building aspect of it as well. Like you could pick a faction. I like the game, so yeah, it's not really for me Titanfall at the moment, but who knows? It might click at some point. I might learn a thing, or I might, you know, get used to playing it. But it's like what they say: you don't spend a lot of time in the mech because you're just a walking target. So there'll be people, if this ever got any number of views, there'll be a lot of people come back and saying you are obviously just shit the game, and that may be the case. All I'm saying is, for me right now, it's not the game I want to play. But there ain't a lot of games out, so it's the one that's getting played at the moment. I'm still playing Diablo 3 on Nightmare mode with the wife. So, but we're hoping to finish that soon because I need to get his shit back because I've got other games that are coming out very soon, like Watch Dogs. I'm thinking of doing Watch Dogs as the second playthrough, so I do one XCOM video a week, one Watch Dogs video a week. But the thing is it conducive to doing a playthrough video Watch Dogs? Because I imagine it'll be a big open world type thing like GTA, or you know, that last, what was that one that came out? Lost Watch Dogs? No, Sleeping Dogs. Got dogs in the title, so I don't know how conducive that will be to doing like a half hour, 45 minutes to an hour video each week. I mean, I won't play the game if I'm only doing an hour at a time. I played Grand Theft Auto like there was no tomorrow. I'm getting all the fucking sayings out today. There was no tomorrow when the cows came home. Told you, scrying it. No, yes, I don't know if it's conducive, but it's an up-to-date game, so it might draw in more viewers. But is that the reason to do it? No, because will it be quality content? I don't know. I don't know what my persona is when It's easy to talk through an XCOM level, but I don't know how easy it is to talk through a a GTA type mission. I mean, I do have quite a lot of fun commenting on stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's the thing. But the thing is, I've either got to jump in and do it and start from scratch, because otherwise, what's the point in doing it if I've played it for a month and it's a month old? It's not gonna gain the views, and if that's the way I'm gonna go about it to gain viewers, then I need to do it from the off. I don't know. I haven't made the decision yet. I only thought about it today, thinking that, you know, it's the next game out, the next big game. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. But I do want to do a second thing. I don't want it to just be XCOM and these videos. But I don't want to do too many more than that. I think two is the magic number, because that way I can get an I Draw You watch once a week, an XCOM once a week, and a whatever once a week, and then the intermittent nonsense I can do semi-daily. Episode 7. Oh, Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars Episode 7. They've announced the cast, or a lot more of the cast, that are going to join Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher, etc. And there was only one other woman announced. Fuckload more men, only one woman. Which begs the question is, like, I know it's like in the other films it's pretty similar where you've only got, Queen Amidala really, and then in the first one it was Carrie Fisher really, Princess Leia. But still, in this day and age, we couldn't have a woman Jedi maybe? Especially since as we know that Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher had a daughter. And although there was something about that today, that Josh Whedon, or not Josh Whedon, I've forgotten the name of the guy. Oh, well, there's going to be people screaming. I'm going to be screaming at this when I listen to it back, going, "You idiot! It's Jacob Abrams." Aha! See, I remember. Is it Jacob? That doesn't sound right now. J.J. Abrams. Might be Jacob, but it's J.J. Yeah, J.J. Abrams has said something about they're still waiting to cast another female lead. So everyone's suspecting that that's going to be the I've forgotten his name. I keep thinking Lando Calrissian. That's definitely not him. Han Solo, the Han Solo child, and Princess Leia. So anyway, off topic. Not many women announced. And it's the only person the woman has been announced is a relatively unknown British woman who has been in Casualty and shit. She's done the rounds of those sorts of programs. She's in Miss Selfridge. That's about the most recent thing. Miss Selfridge? That's the shop in Mr. Selfridge. About the thing about Selfridges with the guy that's John Cusack's friend, who's in Entourage and Smoking Aces, and he's in loads of better films than that. He's in Grosse Point Blank and stuff like that. You know the guy. I can't remember his name, but he's one of John Cusack's mates. He's in all John Cusack's films, pretty much all the ones that John Cusack can get him in. Apparently there was a big old rumour that they fell out because John Cusack was annoyed that he was getting more famous than him or whatever, but boy, I don't believe anything I read pretty much anymore because it's all bollocks. Anyway, this young lady's name is Daisy Ridley, and hopefully she'll be quite good. But I was hoping for like some female Jedis. I thought it'd be awesome. So kung fu female Jedis. I mean, I'll see it. I'll see the films. Jodie has never seen a Star Wars film. What are you going to do? So I can't see myself seeing it at the cinema because I don't really like the cinema anyway, to be fair. But yeah, kind of looking forward to it. I'm hoping that it can be, because JJ, I watched like the original Star Trek remake. I haven't seen the second one with Benedict Sherlock Holmes, but yeah, the first one was good. So JJ Abrams he's got clout, but he did Lost as well, didn't he? And that was fucking a barrel of shit. Getting on with the colouring now. Banging in the old speech bubbles. Rub out the lines in my trademark overlapping style. I've gone for an orange background today, or is that my yellow? I'm sitting a bit of a weird angle. No, yeah, it's my yellow, so they're in the kitchen. In the kitchen doing a bit of sewing and having a chat. It's probably because I mentioned fridge, so I figured I'd draw them in the kitchen. Watch Dogs is ramping up its... I've got Watch Dogs ramping up. I've already mentioned Watch Dogs, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about the Godzilla trailer, because everyone's going ape shit about that, but that looks boring. I mean, I've seen 3 Godzilla films now, like old ones and not so old ones, and then the fairly recent one with Thingy Bob. But they're trying to make it serious. They're trying to make it a bit like man is the evil thing, and it's one of those where you're not going to see the monster for an hour into the film. We've seen so many big horror jobs like that where something was taken over. Like, what was that, Cloverfield, wasn't it? That other one. And then there was that film with the big robots. That's escaping me. Pacific Rim Job. There's no job. Yeah, Pacific Rim Job. Can't say it without saying job. But that had Idris Elba in it and the voice of GLaDOS. So much better. I just think a serious film with Godzilla, can't see myself getting excited for it. I watch the trailers now and I'm just not excited about any of the summer's blockbusters, because two of them are by Michael Ruin Everything Bay, and yeah, Godzilla's not really floating my boat either. But something I did want to mention, because he put up a new video the other day that was shown on Kotaku, and it always gets me going through his archives. If you go to a YouTube channel run by a gentleman called Smooth Mcgroove, he does a cappella versions of popular games theme songs. So he has done, for example, Zelda tunes from like Ocarina of Time. He has done Mario tunes. He has done Street Fighter level themes like Guile's theme and Ken's theme, and he has done Streets of Rage level, and he does it all a cappella. It's all his voice doing the various bits, and none of it's singing, it's all the tune. And I'm just going to put a link to my favourite one, and you check that out, and then I'm sure after you've seen that, especially if you're a fan of the games, you're going to check out more. You'll go to his channel and you'll check out more. He doesn't need a push for me to. He's got like 800,000 fucking subscribers, and you've probably heard of him because he's pretty popular. But it's just amazing what you can do, what the human voice can do, and they just sound fucking epically awesome. It's Sonic. He does a Sonic level. Oh, it's brilliant. It's fantastic. So I'm going to put that link down there as well. So what am I doing links for? Bleeding hell. I'll do a link for Smooth Mcgroove. I'll do a link for that crazy Fieri's Windows Phone Lust video. And I'll do a link for Mario Kart as well. I can't do a link for Facebook is shit, but it is. So deal with it. Okay, this video is winding up, so I'm just going to do a little bit of chatty on this. If you're enjoying the XCOM videos, I urge you to carry on watching them. I don't need to urge you. If you're enjoying them, you're going to do that, aren't you? But if you're thinking, oh, I don't know, it's kind of looking, I don't know how it's going to go, just trust me on this. If you're not still watching after episode 9, I'll tell you what, if you're not enjoying it after episode 9, then fine, go your merry way. But things happen. Next week's episodes, because 6 will go up tomorrow. 6? Yeah, 6 will go up tomorrow, and then 7, 8 next week, and then it's just I've done a little surprise thing as well. It's just like things fall apart. I'm not saying watch it because things are going to go awesome. They're not, and I'm still going, and it's still not. But that's what makes it awesome, is that it's just you're watching a man fall apart on screen, and it's just entertaining as hell. If you're enjoying the videos, man, they only get better. I think 3, 4, and 5 are pretty dull in comparison to what's coming. What's coming is just cream. And if you don't like it, then you obviously don't like those videos. But that's fine, because maybe you like these videos, and these are going to carry on as well. I've done a couple of brilliant ones coming up that are about the artwork and about certain topics I want to cover. Specifically, there's one that's going to be about a topic that I'm going to write an essay for, and I will probably bore you to tears while that one's going on about one specific subject. But I've got to formulate it in my mind, because I don't want to rant and then come off like a fucking idiot, because it's a serious topic, but also one that's being manipulated by certain individuals in gaming media, and I want to try and put my point across, and also sort of what's the word? Try and get these try to hold these journalists to task while also getting my point across and being funny, because at the end of the day, none of you are sitting here going, this is excellent, sitting there with a pipe and slippers listening to me talk. You're sitting there watching these videos because the video entertains you, and hopefully you are entertained. I wanted to come up with another word. Just having a mumble now. By the mirth that I try to garner from certain subjects. I wonder if there is a little Easter egg in this video, a mistake, if you will. It's not that big of an Easter egg. It's in the very first 10 seconds of the video. I spelt fridge wrong. I didn't spell it wrong. I just, there's an extra E in there for no reason, and I didn't notice it until I was actually about to put the comic up on the site. So I had to come back in and edit it down. But that's why you keep high-res copies of your shit, so you can go back and edit it when you need to. So we're just about finishing up now, putting the last few bits of colour in. There'll be a short interlude where I put the background in, but that's going to be me for this episode, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you either in one of my other videos doing something else, or next week on another I Draw You Watch. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time.